Today's pie is an aromatic mutton pie, and the reason for this is twofold really. One is that mutton is incredibly delicious, although a lot of people don't know that. And secondly, we're supporting the Mutton Renaissance Society, which is designed to help hill farmers sustain their income and their livelihood and look after their precious landscape. Unfortunately, mutton has declined in recent times, basically because of the decline of the wool trade, and also because lamb is so much cheaper and easier to produce. But mutton is really delicious and has an incredible depth of flavour, which works very well with these ingredients. It's my idea of beauty. The ingredients for this mutton pie are firstly some aromatics, and this is 350 grams of chopped carrots, onion and fennel. We've then got some spices. We have turmeric, coriander, cumin, cayenne pepper, ground ginger, tomato puree, garlic and English mustard. Then we have a kilo of diced leg of mutton, 400 grams of chopped tomatoes, some meat stock, honey, salt and turnips. The first step is to cook the carrots, fennel and onion for around 15 minutes in some vegetable oil so that they get soft but not coloured. The vegetables can now be cooking for about 15 minutes, so they're soft but they're not coloured. So what we're going to do now is add our spices. So in here we have mustard, cayenne pepper, ground ginger, ground coriander and garlic. Give this a few minutes so that the spices and the vegetables are mixed nicely, and now we're going to add the mutton, tomato, stock and honey. Followed by the chopped tomato, stock, and the honey, and a pinch of salt. All the ingredients except the turnips are in now, so we're going to stir this around. Put it on a gentle heat, cover it, and leave it for a couple of hours to cook. The mutton's been cooking for around 2 hours, so it's got about half an hour to go, so the only thing left for us to do now is to add the turnip. The first design is due to begin last. Nail suddenly went in, let the roulette wheel spin. If life's a gamble, then I'm on it. I'm willing to handle every manner of sin, but I might. For the pastry, I've used a suet crust, which is self-raising flour, 2 parts, and 1 part shredded suet. To that I've added some salt, a little bit of black pepper and some parsley. And I'm now going to roll it out to about 1 centimetre thickness. I'm just going to roll this pastry over the rolling pin so that it makes it easier to cover the pie. The dish is now cooked. It took around 2.5 hours. The meat's now tender, it's delicious. What we've done is we've chilled it overnight, and it's now cold, which means it's going to cook much better with the pastry. The pastry sometimes will shrink if you put it on top of a hot filling, so we've let it chill. We're going to put the pastry on top, brush it with egg wash, and put it in the oven for around 40 minutes. I'm now laying the pastry over the filling. I've kept it quite thick, around about 1 centimetre. The reason for this is we're going to share it with 6 people, so because I haven't got the crust underneath as well as on top, I want the top to be fairly thick. I've also been very, very light with my fingers in dealing with this pastry, so it kind of puffs up and it's very, very light and loose texture, which makes it extremely delicious. I'm just trimming it round here, nothing fancy, quite rustic because this is a rustic type of dish. Taking all the excess pastry off, it will possibly still shrink slightly, so I don't want to trim it too close to the edge. All we have to do now is egg wash the top of the pastry and put it in the oven. I'm now going to put the pie into the oven. It's set around 200 degrees and it'll take around 40 minutes, but obviously you have to try it. If you've got a probe, that would be useful. It needs to reach 75 degrees in the centre for it to be cooked. Okay, I think the pie is going to be ready now, and I'm sure it was well worth waiting for. So let's take it out and have a look and see if she's done. Yeah, look at that, beautiful. Look at that golden crust. That is absolutely beautiful. It just remains for me to put this pie onto the plate. I've got a simple accompaniment here, some new potatoes and cabbage. Very plain, but because there's so much going on in here with the spices and the aromatic flavourings that I don't want to complicate it. So here we are. Let's put the pie on the plate.
The first design was due to begin. I saw the last nail go in. I'm on the roulette wheel. Let it spin.
So here we have it, aromatic mutton pie. Please try it. The recipe's on the website. Next month I'll be cooking venison pie with double chocolate stout, so I hope to see you then.
Ready to handle every manner of sin, but am I too self-assured? It's my idea of beauty flawed. Will I find myself back at the drawing board?